So I'm on my way to the gym, and I've been seeing a lot of messages and a lot of comments lately asking me about people not feeling ready to start CrossFit, or too nervous or too shy, and how to get over that so that they can start. And so I wanted to talk about that a little bit today, but instead of me rambling on forever like I normally do, I thought maybe you guys could hear from some different voices.
Were you nervous when you first started CrossFit? Like when you thought about trying it, did it make you nervous to try?
Yes, it definitely did. Especially because I am a personal trainer, and I didn't want people to know that I was a trainer to expect certain things from me. So I didn't tell anybody I was a trainer for a while.
And then how did you get over those nerves and get the guts to just go and try it?
I thought I was gonna just keep to myself, but everyone was so friendly. So I was just go in, just do your thing, and get past a certain point. But once I got in there, everyone was so nice that it just it didn't matter where I was. They knew that this was really fresh to me and a new sport, so they were very forgiving and showed me all the alternatives, and so it just made me really comfortable to come back.
I was very nervous. It took my boyfriend a whole year to convince me to join, because he would come home and telling me that all the girls were badass, and he would tell me about the workout. So when I would think of it, I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. So I didn't want to go and not be badass.
How did you get over that and finally just decide to do it?
One day I just said I was gonna go, and I did. But once I did my first class, I had an awesome coach, and it motivated me to come back again.
Were you nervous when you first thought of starting CrossFit? Did it make you nervous?
Absolutely.
Why?
It just looked very intense. I didn't know how to even start to do the moves.
How did you finally get over that and decide to go?
My sister-in-law started going, and she convinced me to go. So then I thought, well, if she can do it, I can do it. And that was it.
And then you never looked back?
Never looked back.
It was super nerve-wracking. And I was doing all sorts of different athletic stuff like yoga and running. But then when I moved to Zambia, that's when I started doing CrossFit. But I think it helped because all my friends were there, and it was a really small box, and there was a lot of social stuff connected to it, so I really, really wanted to be a part of it. So shout out to Amaka Gym in Zambia.
Grady, were you nervous when you first tried CrossFit?
I had watched CrossFit competitions, and I was just like, this is too much. This is too intense. But a friend of mine was going to try a free week at Brick CrossFit, and so she kind of talked me into it. It's been so long ago. I guess I was nervous because I always want to do well. The first workout that we did, everybody was really friendly, so that was nice. So the environment was welcoming.
Yeah.
But the first workout we did was 5 minutes of single unders, and I peed my pants. And I left. So I just left because I was like, oh God, I gotta go. So that was the first day, but
Sure.
I came back.
I can't believe you came back.
No peeing the pants. Well, they didn't see because I literally happened, and I just walked out. Whatever. The next day though, it was better. It was fun, and it was scaled for beginners.
Sure.
So that's why I would say if you're gonna try it, it has to be scaled for your level. You can't just jump in and do this crazy workout with 500 reps and expect to come back.
So I have a lot of people that are like, oh, I really want to try CrossFit, but I'm scared. I'm intimidated. It looks too scary. What would you say to them?
Well, first of all, it has to be the right gym. It would not be a bad idea to call around and make sure that the gym that you go to has a fundamentals course. So at our gym, we do it with a private trainer. So they go through everything with you one-on-one. I think that helps get the fear out of the way, because you're not in a big class with a bunch of people at all different levels. But here's the thing, if it's a decent gym, all the workouts are scalable, and you cannot compare yourself to somebody that's been doing it for 4 or 5 years that's a competitor. We all sucked when we started, and it's really important that people know that. People need to know, I could not do a pull-up without like the thickest band when I first started, and I'm sure I looked ridiculous, but you progress.
As you guys have heard, literally every single person who does CrossFit was nervous to start CrossFit. It's always nerve-wracking to try new things. Bringing a friend or making a friend come with you is, I think, the best way to make it less scary. Well, apparently my camera stopped recording, so sorry that you didn't get to see more of that workout. But anyway, I went with my dad when I first started. My dad had been doing it for a little while, and then once I started having to go by myself, it was like a total nightmare. I would show up like no more than 2 minutes before class started so I could avoid as much awkward small talk as possible, and I absolutely hated coming in last or not being able to lift as much as the other girls. If you're at a good box, and I was, and I am now also, their community should feel welcoming. People will be friendly and supportive and encourage you, and soon you'll feel part of that community, and then kind of all the scary stuff goes away. And so you just have to give it time, even though it is pretty scary at first. Everyone admits that. So I hope this video was at least helpful for one of you to maybe overcome your fears and give CrossFit a try. Before I go, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. It's awesome companies like them that allow me to continue making this content for you and making content that I love. If you need your own website for whatever reason, I encourage you to check them out, especially because they just added 16 new templates for you to choose from. They're a totally all-in-one platform that make it so simple for you to set up your domain, or you can even transfer over a third-party domain that you may already have somewhere else. You can start your free trial today at squarespace.com, and if you go to squarespace.com/Jordan, you can get 10% off your first purchase. And so, as always, be sure to like and subscribe. If you missed Sunday's video, you can check it out now. And if you want to catch up on my training vlogs, you can use this playlist. Say goodbye. Thank you. Thank you. Do you want to say goodbye to YouTube? Say goodbye, YouTube.